this is my forte.
Yeah, the reason Sean's on the show, let's be honest.
Yeah, basically my only reason to be here.
He has a purpose and he serves it very well. So, Marvel TV is it officially absorbed or is it just getting absorbed?
I mean, technically, still, it was been absorbed since
for a
couple months now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say a couple of months.
Unofficially, it's absorbed, but we've already. It's like I seen this article, and I just commented. I was just like, "This is old news." Like
is that the Slash film one? I think I saw it.
Yeah, I said it's old news. Like people were talking about this as if it hasn't been talked about, hasn't been,
I say it was kind of. I'm not sure if it was said outright but it was very heavily implied when the whole Kevin Feige thing came out. It's like, oh yeah, obviously it's not really existing anymore.
Yeah.
But...
And then I got a bunch of at least 100 messages saying, "Is your job okay?" And I was like, yeah, I think we've talked about this a million times. I don't work for Marvel Television anymore. I would work for Marvel Television for at least, I don't know, 3 months, So, yeah, I mean, it's officially, it is absorbed into Marvel Television. Loeb and a bunch of other people are going to get laid off.
I was gonna say it's the unfortunate part of it. It's always gonna have layoffs because you're gonna have people doing the same thing. So what's the point?
And plus, he's ready. He's been ready to retire for a year or two.
Yeah.
Ever since this whole Netflix thing, he was going to retire.
I think Netflix and Humans would make anyone retire. I reckon.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. But there's most of the people are pretty much staying into late January, early February to kind of help everybody bridge the gap. And then I mean, unfortunately, there's always when stuff like this happens. It's not just with Disney. It's happened with every major company.
It's every company,
And like you said, there's you can't have two people doing the same job. That's just redundant and expensive. So
exactly.
It's. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Once Feige took over, it was there was the road was laid years ago with what was happening with Netflix. It was rumored in our work to be happening anyways. It wouldn't officially start until the first of last year. That's when people started. It started officially starting to happen. Once the Netflix stuff was being solved, that's when everything kind of kicked in. Everything started kicking in, and whether those shows come back or not, once that deal with Netflix ended, was pretty much the end of Marvel Television.
And the Netflix shows always kind of like a testing ground anyway.
Yeah. For the most part, it was just to see if the characters are viable, see if they could do it. It's just sometimes it wasn't as great as as they wanted it to be, but
that's everything in life.
Yeah. For the most part, that's exactly what Netflix Marvel's partnership was hey, we want to see how this works. We want to see how this could work for us, and then the Disney Plus thing was in the works for years. Years. I mean, they were talking about their own streaming service. I think well before the Netflix stuff was debuting, So this is, I mean, I say old news, but it's just been it's
old news for you when you're internal.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, but even to people that have read articles about when Feige took over, I mean, the writing. I mean, they. I don't know if
it was already kind of implied. I don't think it really needed to be said.
Yeah,
but the trades decided to say it anyway. So hey, it's a news bit on the show because otherwise it's just be Stargirl and the TV shows.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing that this is happening regardless because of the opportunities are for other characters. You wouldn't be getting Moon Knight. I mean, you would have been getting Moon Knight, but you probably wouldn't get Moon Knight on the budget that we're going to be having Moon Knight.
Yeah.
So
they know there's an audience now that wants these kind of shows.
Yeah.
So you haven't got to worry about playing with the budget and then putting it out there and hope for the best because you have the audience now who wants these shows. So
and
you can give it a budget.
Well, and also like you can like I think the Netflix stuff is kind of the unsung hero for all these shows coming because
Oh yeah, it doesn't get the credit it deserves for it, but
well, and plus you wouldn't be got like they would have not gone after the rights for Namor and She-Hulk. That would have been like not happening if they would have like if they didn't if the shows didn't prove to be worth doing, they wouldn't have gone after him and gotten him back.
Now, is
So
it
like
just She-Hulk or is it Hulk in general?
it's from what I know, it's the whole Hulk, like the library, like everything.
Which would make sense, seeing as she's very heavily tied to a lot of Hulk stuff.
And like like they figure that Universal hasn't done anything, like they haven't really there's nothing happening with it. Yeah. With the characters, so they're not the rights are just kind of sitting there because we can use them, we just can't use them in a movie without Universal,
they have to approve it.
Yeah, but I mean, it came at a lower cost than what's going to happen with like the Daredevil stuff because like it's just the what do they call it the distribution.
He's got to read his NDA quickly.
Yeah.
Just like,
but
I can say this.
No, but like the Hulk and Namor stuff was a lot easier to obtain because of the fact it's not like they could just like Universal could go out and just make a movie.
Yeah, it's like didn't they only have the rights to first refusal?
First refusal, yeah, that's it. There's nothing like we make the movie, they get the right to distribute it. Yeah. So now it's just like we can just make the movie if we wanted to, or the TV show. So like all this kind of happened because of the Netflix stuff. So like it's kind of
a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, but it's not all doom and gloom when it comes to this stuff because like we got Charlie Cox and like the role, and he's being actively pursued to continue that role. So like is
he being pursued? I can't imagine he'd be
not
pursued over that. He kind of like he's more just like yeah, man.
Oh no, yeah, he is so game for like him, Bernthal, everybody that was involved in these shows. I think with the exception of Ketter, God, I'm having a brain fart. Kristen Ritter. She doesn't want to do anything full time.
Yeah, which is understandable, like
baby on the way,
yeah.
But like the character,
I forgot about the baby. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah.
And like the character, I felt like kind of had a good ending to the. Like there was kind of a plot hole. I mean, plot thread hanging, but like.
I say there's a plot thread there that can easily be tied up into like a Daredevil show. Like you can bring that background in there.
Or Heroes for Hire stuff. Or whatever,
there's that. Yeah.
Whatever. But like, I think her character ended really well for her. I don't think it's necessary to bring her back in a full-time capacity.
Yeah.
But like, I think we're mainly focusing on cops. Yeah, and Vincent D'Onofrio and all the people that were involved in Daredevil stuff. That's the
Daredevil specific cast.
Yeah. That's like literally the number one priority right now because like there's a market for it and it's it's a proven market for like and there's like a 90% chance this all could fall into place. You guys just pray, sign that petition that saved Daredevil, man. We're not actively involved with that SaveDaredevil.org stuff, but like we are for it. We're pretty much like, hey, we want to show these. It has worked because now Feige has noticed this. And like he loves Cox in his role. That's a huge plus right now because like. You got the guy that's involved and like makes decisions on what is being made and what's not being made. That loves the actor, loves the character, loves the direction that they put the character in 3 seasons. So I mean, it's just like a couple speed bumps here and there, for that show, and I think it would be back, But,
well, I imagine it will be. I can't see.
Yeah,
anything can happen, but I think for the most part, it's like
it's. I think that's. I don't know if if they're smart in the upper management, they will bring this character back with the actor.
Which they are.
Which they really are. I'm not saying that they're not smart, but like this is people are like clamoring for.
It's been a year and people still talk about Daredevil.
Yep. And people are still talking about Charlie Cox being the best representation of the character.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the shows, that is, I think, the absolutely gold standard. And that's like, I think if they're smart, they'll bring that same.
Same team.
And I think it would be a really huge backlash if they decided, I think we're going with another person in another direction.
I honestly don't know if I would watch a reboot of Daredevil.
Yeah, I think it's a lot to ask people, fans, especially
even after 5 years. It's kind of get rid of that thing that was horrendous, and thank God Ms. Marvel was here to save the day. But it's a big ask to get people to watch all these shows and then reboot everything.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a slap in the face if they don't at least because we are considering that, we are talking about it's always being talked about. Every time I talk to people, it's always on the conversation. It's all I think in the last 5 months that the last 5 meetings in the last 5 months, that topic has been in conversation.
Yeah.
So it's been an active conversation. So it's not going away anytime soon. I think it would be kind of jarring to see somebody else play that character again. And you already have a built-in fan base for that character and for that actor. So if you're smart, you want to continue to add to that foundation.
And it's like, I can live with like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, whatever they bring them all back, whatever. Being on Disney Plus with a slightly lower rating.
Yeah.
You can go like the Mandalorian route. You haven't got to see, 10 gallons of blood pour from a guy's head. You got to stand by a door. That's not necessary. That wasn't what made Daredevil good.
No, it was compelling storylines.
Yeah, exactly. So Disney. You want all the money. Put them on Disney Plus. It's a massive that fan base has probably got Disney Plus anyway in the States.
I guarantee you this, and I'll put a whole salary on it that if they come out and then I don't know, like March or February or whatever, and I'm just throwing out months, but if they put that out saying Charlie Cox, Daredevil on D Plus, 2021. I guarantee you this.
Sub numbers would lie.
It would go through the roof.
Yeah.
Because that's how much people want that guy back in that character. And it's a big rarity that actor wants to do that. Because he's not.
It also legitimizes everything.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a bigger. So, they are officially canon. You're going to get all those headlines and marketing. It's just like.
There's a lot of positive. There's a lot of positivity that comes along with putting that person back in. That character. Whether we have, because we have contingency plans saying, hey, if we don't get these episodes, the back catalog of episodes back, we can always rebrand the show and bring back the character with the actor.
Yeah. And just Incredible Hulk, the intro, and have everything. Kind of like what the Raimi Spider-Man did, just have the opening credits as a recap.
Yeah. And sure, it's advertising the other company, sure. But people will want to see more, the newer adventures of this character versus you can only see three seasons, 30 episodes? Then you have to go forward, right? With the characters, so you have to go to D+.
I say it's advertising it, but it's a very limited run.
Yeah, and it's a very short revenue boost to have that character. Because nobody everybody I'll go back and watch the seasons because I got I have them digitally. So
yeah.
But I mean, other than that, if you tell me that in 2021. There's 10 new episodes coming my way.
And one of them has Moon Knight in it. Because why would you not put that in there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, and then the positivity of that, you get, okay, well, we have the character, we have like Spider-Man, we have these characters, like, they want to see these characters team up. Like, it's, I mean, Daredevil Spider-Man thing is like, I'm sure it's trending at some point.
That's such a moneymaker. Like,
and it's a no-brainer, and they kind of have a short, limited time window with that because of the Sony thing.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what's going to go on beyond those, those pictures after that, like.
Well, fun fact, Daredevil will be back before that team-up movie, that contract. So who knows? It could be a Team Red movie.
It could be.
You put like Deadpool and Daredevil in it. Dude.
And then what I'm excited about that show coming back is the budget behind the show
will be a lot bigger.
Yeah, and it's going to be, like, I mean, look, dude, I think I've showed you the picture of that prototype helmet.
Yeah.
I would love to see something. I want to see that costume evolve, and that's what the costume was going to do in season 4: evolve into more of a recognizable version of that suit. So yeah, I mean, it sucks waiting, but I think it's just a matter of time before it happens.
Now, also with this, the trade said that production on what's currently in development will carry on, but nothing after that. Which it makes sense. So,
I mean,
this whole what's it called? Journey to Fear. Is that what Loeb called it? Like, I think it's safe, or at least from my perspective, it's safe to say that it's only Hellstrom and nothing else.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Like, Hellstrom,
it's just going to be a one and done.
Yeah, I mean, unless it does really good, like then they could automatically integrate it into that universe. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There was a lot of hiccups between that, like the dissolving of Marvel Television and now. So like there was a lot more stuff going on. Like the Ghost Rider thing would have been, I don't know. It's just there's a lot of, like, in this business, like, things shift in like seconds.
Yeah.
So I'll get like an email saying one thing, and like within either the end of the day or the beginning of the next day, I got an email saying something completely different. Like I don't get excited for stuff until I know it's in production.
Yeah. Until you've seen it been filmed, and even then it's like, it could get cut out.
Yeah. So like, I mean, it was the natural like thing. Marvel Television,
it was still going to happen.
Marvel TV. Why keep the studios split when you can just merge it all under one person that can make? Because like that was the biggest problem with when we were working on those Netflix shows. Like chain of command is like, well, you got to talk to him, and him, and they all have to sign off and say this is what's got to happen before we can do it. So
and now you just talk to him.
Yeah, we just talk to him. And then after that, we can get the ball running a lot sooner, because like it was a chore, man. Like, like they get you excited for all the stuff that they want to do, but then we can't really do anything or announce anything because we don't have the green light. It's sometimes kind of depressing because you would
you want all this stuff and you can't get it.
Yeah, I mean, like seeing the dry board of all the characters that they wanted to do and what they had to. The go ahead to do it, but then we had to talk to it was just like,
is that dry board still there?
No, it's still.
Oh, damn, I was going to say, since it's all defunct now, can you get the picture?
Click. But like, and then you talk to them, then you had to talk to Netflix, and then like that's another.
You now put a third party in with everything else, like
because like they had to they had to be involved with it. The decision-making process. That was a chore. Like, just when you get the okay from the people that you're involved with, you have to go to another person that has nothing to do with you, that doesn't always take calls right away. Like I think I sent like, and I'm not lying, like 50 emails or 20 calls. Nobody. Can you please get back to me? And like I would be sitting there for like a week waiting for this person to get back to me, and it's like. I wish I could just talk to one person and do this. Like it's just it was really frustrating, and I think it just takes a lot of the load off of people's plate. I don't know. It has been less stressful. I can tell you that. Not much more, but it has been a lot more, like a lot less stressful to know that I can just talk to a couple people and then within a week it can be done probably.
Yeah, the hair's starting to grow back now. It's not that stressful.
The bald spots no longer there, so
nothing's receding.
Yeah, I don't have like hives or anything like that, or like ulcers coming in. Like I'm not lying, man. Like I used to get like pain, like heartburn.
Ugh.
Because it was just stressful, man. Because like you know that once something was like, hey, we're gonna try to do this, we're trying to work on this, but we need to talk to these people. So it's like you're looking at it, you're like, you just look at a list of people that you have to call to talk to verify with. It was just like, and none of these people are gonna answer at the same time. So like you're just getting like, I don't know. Let's put it this way: it takes months of talking to people before they can make a decision, and then we get started. So that was like, it was just like, and that goes with like storylines too. I mean, like, I don't know. It was just ulcer. Like I'm glad that I'm glad I don't had to like. Ulcers. I used to go to Costco to get like the big ultra big Pepto-Bismol things. Now I don't have to do it.
That's money saved on Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
It's more Hot Toys. Yeah.
That's another ulcer.
Yeah. So yeah, Marvel TV no more.
Yeah, rest in peace.
That's going to be my thumbnail. Marvel TV no more.
R.I.P. But the resurrection of like it's for the best. I think people will enjoy the stuff that I don't know.
like the Phoenix, it ain't done yet. It might be done in name, but it's still can't be done.
Yeah, we're not like WB where we have to deal with like, I don't know.
Some weird decisions. Yeah. Weird decisions over there.
We have weird decisions, but they make sense at least. So.